What could possibly be so interesting about this particular keyboard that I'm going to do a disassembly video of it? Well, the keyboard weighs in at 3.2 pounds, which is insane, especially for a white rubber dome mid-90s to early 2000s keyboard. It's incredible. My Ducky Legend light-up keyboard that has mechanical switches is made out of aluminum, weighs in at 3 pounds even, and I'll put a little clip of what that looks like right here. It's insane that this thing weighs as much as it does, and I'm interested to see why it weighs that much. So we're going to take this thing, flip it over, take the screws out, and disassemble it. Unfortunately, this does not work. Something in the little circuitry that's, I think, just this board pretty much is dead, and it doesn't even, it's not recognized by the computer. So this will just be taken apart and taking a look at what's inside of it. It's a shame because this thing types very well, has a very nice feel, but I don't need another keyboard. So let's take this thing apart. So I'm going to start by chopping off the cord because this keyboard is no good, and I'll be using my Crayola scissors here because that's what I had handy. And now that that's out of the way, let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws. Alright, luckily they were all somewhat loose, so that made it pretty easy. And wow, this thing is heavy. Go out the keys. So, we've got our keys, which it's got a little weight to it, a little more than I'd expect, but this part isn't really all that heavy. Interestingly enough, no, that's not interesting at all. That's just how it looks. So, this part is junk. Nothing special about that whatsoever. And as I said, there's got to be something wrong with this because the keyboard just isn't even recognized at all. The cable's fine. I checked it. So that's that. There's a pretty nice feeling. All these rubber domes are very nice. They're not your average cheap rubber domes. It's kind of a hard thing to explain unless you're actually feeling it in person. But that's not our weight either. The weight comes from this big metal of some sort panel here, and I'm not sure what the hell the point of it is. But let's take it out and see if we can identify what this is made out of. It looks just like aluminum to me. I'm gonna need a different screwdriver for you, aren't I? Yeah, you little bastard I am. Unless maybe I don't even need to take it out. Piss off. Alright. Oh, I guess I don't need to take it out. So here is the piece of metal, and this is super heavy. And there's no point to it either. It's just to give the keyboard weight. That's quite interesting. I don't have a scale with me, but I'd imagine this weighs probably 2 pounds, because the rest of it doesn't weigh very much. So that is what's inside of this keyboard. And see if I can find a tape measure here, and I'll get an estimate of what this thing is, how thick this metal is. So it looks like we've got, if I can do this properly, let's start at 1 inch. So we've got, looks like just about an 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch sheet of what seems to be aluminum, even though it's probably not, and it's probably steel. That is 17.5 by roughly 5. So that is what's weighing down this keyboard. Now, that's quite interesting to me. Hopefully it was somewhat interesting to you to figure out why this keyboard weighs so damn much and what's inside of it. There isn't much else to speak of inside of it. I guess I ripped that off accidentally. Got a little PCB with a big old chip on there. Some little capacitors, some resistors on there, some LEDs. Nothing really out of the ordinary. And there we have it. I'll show you the model number here, though that's probably not going to focus. But there it is anyway. So there we have it, folks. That's what is inside of this keyboard. Now we know the mystery as to why this thing weighs 3.1 pounds. Hope you enjoyed, and if you have any comments, feel free to leave them. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's it. So, thanks for watching.